My Roll20 is having issues not wanting to let. I don't have to wait for me in that regard.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hello, good sir.
How is everybody?
Still
Oh, we're
alive?
fucking pumped.
Yeah,
We are ready.
are you?
Not when you say it like that, no.
All right. Let's see. Let's do a little bit of roll call in here. I think everybody's here. All right. All right, Soot, are you here?
For once.
All right. Follow me here. You can go ahead and level up your character to level 3. I can bring up my capturing and walk you through it. But I think you can. I'm pretty sure you can get it without me doing that.
Yeah, give me a sec. I'll figure it out.
Now, the good thing for you is you can use the character Mancer to level up. And it's just like when you set up your character the first time, just with a homebrew rule that you can roll twice for your HP and reroll any ones. So what I would do when the character Mancer level up, like the main page comes up, if there's going to be a little window that is doing some simple math, adding your level up, I would just put 2 in that little window because it should say +1 right next to the box. Meaning you're leveling up twice because the players leveled up twice on the previous session.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll jump you from 1 to 3 without you having to go through the character master twice if you want to do it that way. It also rolls your HP twice for you for both levels. If it does sort of streamline it.
You
You
might
can do
have to
that.
show me where it is then. It's been a
Okay.
second. Sorry.
No, it's something I can do very easily. All right. Okay. Do. Just a second. see. Okay. All right. So I can show you here. Let me turn on my capturing, share my screen.
Okay, I got that far.
All right, so this is just a blank slate character I just made.
Mm.
So of course you can either hit this right next to your level, that little icon there.
Mm-hmm.
It's in other places too, like down here, but this is quick and easy. Just click that.
Mm.
Loads up the character mancer, of course. Click next. So on this screen, say for example, I would be leveling up a monk. So level 1 plus, how many levels you're leveling up? So in your case, 2.
Okay.
And then it'll say equals level 3. So you're becoming level 3.
Yep.
And then you can roll for your HP. Or you can take the average. It's up to you. But you can roll with advantage for your HP and take the higher number, and reroll any ones if you wish. That's actually great right there. You got a 10 and an 8.
Mm-hmm.
You can roll 2 more to see if you get a 10 and a 10. I think 10 is the highest you can get for the yeah. So you get to roll with advantage. These are your first results, and these will be your second. Okay. So 10 and 8 it is. All right.
Okay.
And then I think with her ranger, you get a subclass here. For monk, they get all these different ways of martial arts. So from here, it should be self-explanatory. It'll walk you through it.
Cool. I'll
Yeah.
do that real quick.
Okay. In the meantime, let's give her some time to level up, and then we'll jump into the recap.
Give me 2 seconds here, guys. It won't take long.
Okay.
All right, should be good.
Cool deal. Let me check your sheet, make sure everything's ready to go, and then we'll all be ready to go. Oh, your HP did not apply properly. Let me fix that real quick.
Thank you.
I'll fix it real fast. Figured that would be a thing. There we go. Fixed it. There you go.
Thanks.
All right. No problem. So, welcome back, everybody. I think we have a full table today, so that will be awesome. Let's go ahead and start with getting into the previous session's recap.
All right, I can take it. Let's see. All right. So last session, Taven joined our group as we were chilling in the inn, trying to make plans to go to the cemetery to enter the spirit world. After coming up with a plan, we all decide that let's head out there now. Quicker we get out there, quicker it's done. So we start heading out. As we get to one of the bridges outside of town to reach the graveyard, we come under attack from some pretty nasty shadow creatures. We managed to defeat them, but in the course of the battle, Fazir was downed and actually had his soul consumed by one of the shadow creatures. However, luckily, the man guiding us, Elias, was able to use some what looked like pretty powerful spirit magic, and it seemed like he was arguing with some type of spirit as he was restoring Fazir's soul to his body. So Fazir is back with us. We found some cool magic items amongst the remains. And then we also found a cipher. We were shown a vision of a shadowy figure who we later identify as someone named Malakar. He's commanding a host of dark forces from a hidden lair somewhere. The vision also showed corrupted landscapes, masses of spirit insects, and a weakening of the veil. And then at the end of the cipher, we're given a clue that said, whichever. It said, "Seek the roots where shadows grow, and you will find the heart of darkness." So after that battle, we returned to the town actually to get a long rest in, and we set out for the ceremony or the cemetery again in the morning. We arrive at the camp that the gravekeepers use that maintain this the cemetery, and we close out the session as we started exploring the gravekeepers campsite, and that's where we ended.
Okay, take 1d4 of inspiration, please. As we open, and indeed, yes, you're sort of combing through the Whitmore Cemetery during the day, making your way through and sort of doing so far just looking into the houses of the gravekeepers and so forth, making your way to the actual cemetery area. Let's see. You notice, let's see. Yeah, you notice, that it's, eerily quiet for this early in the morning, but not, I guess it wouldn't be too unusual. You've never been, at the cemetery at this hour in the morning, but, there is a stillness in the air. Maybe it's just, being alert, but you never know. As we bring you all in to the cemetery. Let me, all right, so good. You are on the map.
Perfect.
Can you see your token?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. So, I think I'll whisper to you all the relevant information. So, let's get started. So, what we typically do when we're on a map like this is we I'll leave it up to the table, really. We like to go into initiative and give everybody a chance to interact with things on the map, like desks, doors, loot things if they want in privacy, which which is something that you can do in this sort of initiative layout, because you get a full turn to do what you want. The other way would be to just sort of RP it and move your tokens about freely as you improvise. So it's really up to what the table wants to do. The initiative way is has more privacy, if that makes sense. So, as you all sort of comb through the cemetery, I think we wanted to do initiative, right? So, let's just go ahead and roll. So, the way this works is you click on your token just one time and release, and then bring up, well, there's two ways to do it. When you click on your token, something may pop up in the corner of the screen that says initiative. You can do it that way, or you can bring up your character sheet and click on the initiative button. So there's two ways to do that.
Stand by.
Okay, no worries. Not a rush sort of situation, so you're good. There you go. All right, Soot. And when you get a chance, change your name in Roll20, your display name, to Soot.
Mm-hmm.
Please. Otherwise, that looks great to me. Sienna's in there. Our NPC is not in there. Now he is. Okay. Alright, so Soot, you are next. In initiative, Fazir, you are going right now. It's early in the morning as you walk through the Gravekeeper's area, or the sort of operating quarters. What do you want to do?
Move up 30. And I'm going to bonus action dash to the door. And can I hear anything inside?
Let me look at your vision real quick. There you are. Perception check. You don't, I mean, you hear a singular pair of footsteps sort of shuffling around, and it sounds sort of like someone's opening, like, cabinet doors and stuff.
Now then I'm gonna use the rest of my dash to go to this window right there, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. Soot, you're up. So, as I mentioned earlier, you've seen some suspicious activity in the graveyard over to the northeast.
Mm-hmm.
And you've been sort of hunkering down here. Not sure what to do because you are outnumbered by the presence of what you saw. So, what would you like to do on your turn?
Can I move north, staying behind this building back here?
Which building?
This guy over here.
This big, yeah, this big, huge, like church-like building, yeah. So it's like so what's really, it's not actually a church. It's more of a, well, it was. It's more or less been cleaned out and used as a storage building. You get that feeling as you walk that way. Now, keep in mind, each square of movement is 5 feet.
Okay.
And your character should only, I think, what, 30 feet? Can move 30 feet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
So
6 squares.
okay.
Unless
so
now you can move further if you use your action to dash. That will give you a whole. That will give you double movement, double your original movement.
let's do that.
Okay, so you can move 60 feet. So 12 squares from your starting point. Now there's with Roll20, there's tools on the side that you're at your disposal to measure if you need to, like distance between you, yourself, and a target.
If I wanted to go like here, would that be acceptable?
So you started like right here, right?
Yep.
So let's see.
Oh, you can turn.
Right, yeah, just when you're holding down the left click to measure, just tap right click, it puts down a node. So that would be because of the gate. Unless you want to roll an athletics check to try to jump over the gate, this would be going through the door. You see the door there?
Yep.
So if you wanted to go through the door, this would be your fastest course of movement. This would be the point where you'd have to spend your action to get more movement.
Okay. Let's do that.
Okay. All right. So where do you want to go from here?
Let's go inside.
Inside. Okay. So 45 feet to there.
So I'm gonna go in.
All right there. So you get up to the door. Now you'll notice on the map the door has icons.
Mhm.
If you click on the icon, and if you look closely, you might be able to tell that it's locked. So there are 2 ways. You can walk up to the door and you can roll a check to determine if it can be unlocked from this side or the other, or if it's trapped. Just friendly advice. But if you walk up with your token and click on the door, that will indicate that the door is locked for you. So you don't have to make the check to see if it's locked.
I see.
However, it could be locked by any number of means. Arcane power, padlock, you know what I mean. It could be barred from the other side, etc.
So can we try to open it?
Yeah, so what you do is you reach down for the handle and you push and pull. It's like it feels like there's something like blocking the door. It's like a very heavy set of something against the door on the other side. So it's not like the door isn't locked itself. It's pinned from something on the other side. Do you think?
Can I peek in a window nearby?
Sure. You notice there are windows all around this abandoned church that Whitmore no longer uses. So you're up to 45 feet of movement to where you're at now. So 5, 10, 15. So what, you have 4 more blocks, I think.
Mm-hmm.
4 more blocks of movement. You can move to the left or the right. Closest window would be to your left.
Go that way then.
There you go. That's your maximum movement. So what you'll notice with your token too is you should have your vision set up to where you're seeing things. So what you can see with your vision is what you can see with your passive perception, okay?
Okay.
All right. That's your movement, and you try to open the door. You still have your bonus action. Is there anything else you'd like to do as you approach the window?
Let's stop there for now.
Okay. Sienna.
I can't remember if we opened it. Wasn't there a chest in front of us? I can't remember. We did.
Can't remember if you did what.
At least because I know we were looting this area, and I know we found like some money. But I think there was also a chest, and I can't remember if we already checked it.
You did.
Okay. Moving on then. 30 feet. Guess I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. And I'll use my action to go or dash. And these stairs were going down?
Down, yeah.
Okay. Can't remember anything. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Is there like a door here?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like a wooden door, sort of shut there.
I guess can I try to open it?
Yeah, you go and you have a similar problem. You try to open the door, but it feels like there's some heavy weight, like folding it closed up, like holding it shut from the other side.
Okay, guess that can't be opened. I guess I'll use my last 5 feet movement to go back up the stairs, and I guess I'll tell Orca, don't think we can get through this door down here, so if you want to start heading back to the others, we can.
Cuppy, you
And
can
that'll be my
reply.
turn.
That's your turn? Okay. Cuppy, you can
Sorry,
reply
you
to
never
that.
asked me a question. I was answering her outside of this. What did you say? I'm sorry.
I was at this door that leads downstairs. Can't seem to open it, so I guess if we want to rejoin the others, we can.
Like, you can't open it like it's locked or something's in the way or you're not strong enough. What exactly?
It feels
Just
like
asking.
something's in the way. And I
Okay.
doubt you're stronger than I.
Rude, but okay.
You want to, like, prove it? Or
No, I just was curious on what was making it not move. But alright.
I mean, if you want to check it out, you can, but I don't think it's a door we can open.
No, that's good. I mean, I don't think we should get too far separated from everybody. It seems like it'd be a good idea. Find everybody else and maybe somebody who's stronger than me can open it up.
I don't know why you're getting so offended. It's just a fact of life.
Not offended. That's why I have a mage hand to do things like that for me. But yeah, I vote we rejoin everybody because going down what looks like a sketchy set of stairs or what could lead to some sketchy stairs. No, thank you.
I think we're probably good now.
Okay. Taven, your turn.
Alright. There, and then I'm going to dash. To there, and I will end my turn.
So there you see the person making noise exit the room. Ezekiel, your turn.
Ezekiel's gonna walk over here and he's going to look at these stalls. Do these look like market stalls, like a itty bitty, like outside market?
One of them was uncovered, I think by Aspen earlier, and it had like tools in it, like digging tools and so forth for the grave keepers. You sort of scan around, and it seems like the other ones are draped with similar, um, sort of similar, uh, like barrels and crates. Not all of them are open, and it doesn't look like every single one of them have the same contents though. But it doesn't look like there's anything besides like tools and like spare repair items for the site itself. Because you look around and some of the buildings are going through roof replacements and so forth. And you quickly put that together in your mind, like, okay, well, looks like a lot of construction material because they're trying to preserve the grave keeper's site here.
Okay. Then I'm going to use my action to dash. That was 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm gonna get in this house and see Lan, and that's going to be my turn.
All right, Aspen.
All right.
The dots on average is pretty
Uh,
good. I'd say honey mustard flavor is a little strong for me, but
I'm going to walk over to this is here. To 10, 20. Like, anything interesting in that one?
Let's see. Where's Aspen? Let me zoom out.
Right next to Fasair, right
There you
there.
are. So you're looking into the building?
Yeah, I'm looking and asking Fasair if there's anything interesting in this building.
You see what you see on your tokens. Um, that's how it's ruled from here on. Like, if you guys can see it with your tokens, you can. It's there. I'll let you know if you're not supposed to see something. But yeah, Fazir, you notice as Aspen asks you this, you realize that Taven was the one in the room that you heard as he exits the door you were listening to.
It was just Taven. There's nothing in here unless you already got it.
Alright. I'm going to try and cover some more ground and see what else is out there. And then use my action to dash. 10, 20, 30. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Hi, Len.
Lan is going to look over and see Ezekiel, and then he's going to give hand signals that Lan is going to go upstairs quietly. So then he will roll a. So, not very good. And then 10, 20, or no, 5, 10, quick count. Can I still dash, or is it my action to make the stealth check?
No, it's not an action to roll a check. No.
Okay,
You just can't waterfall check the same check over and over on your turn.
gotcha. Then you can use my
Unless
action to dash and keep going down the stairs.
Unless, of course, you end up burning like something, some skill that allows you to roll something again.
Okay. Yeah, Lana's gonna keep going down the stairs. It looks like they're going down.
Okay. Let me check them out here real quick. Where's these stairs at? There you are. So yeah, you go down those steps and you have a similar sensation as what the others unfortunately have. The door itself seems to be unmoving and very much like forced shut by some force on the other side.
Okay. All right, then Lana's gonna go back up to the top of the stairs and he'll stop at this door, and that'll be his turn.
All right, for Kappa.
Since we decided to kind of meet back up with everybody else, I'm just gonna use my movement and action to dash to try to catch up with people. 10, 20, 5, 30. Don't even know which way people went, so that's not good. 10, 20, 30, and that's it.
Elias. Zero.
Can we use my action to dash?
Yeah. Sure. Move all the way hard as you can.
I'm gonna look back and message Elias. Or Aspen. I probably Aspen. I'll message Aspen. There might be an issue in the northeast or northwest corner of this area. That'll be my turn.
But you notice, looking over your shoulder, you hear the approach of humanoids, and you look over and you see just on the edges of your vision, or with all of your vision, yeah, you actually see what you see. So you look over your corner, you actually see some humanoids just past the gate. What do you want to do on your turn? Now, if you want to talk to anyone, I give you as much time as you need to on your turn to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like if you want to talk to another player, you and the player can talk while you're in initiative, and it doesn't cost you any. I won't have it cost you anything to do that. So just letting you know beforehand. So you see them approaching, and you are where you are, looking for a window. What do you want to do?
So okay, just so I understand. So I'm allowed to talk to who I can see. Yes.
Yeah, if you can see them, you can. You more than likely can verbally reach them. Of course, you know Fizir. Like for example, if you wanted to talk to him because he's closest to you,
Mm-hmm.
um, you wouldn't be able to whisper, right?
Right.
So you'd have to be like, "Hey, who are you?" You know, in a tone that would break your stealth if you're trying to be quiet. Just keep that in mind. But just those elements are the thing, like how loud you are. It might alert somebody nearby if they're hiding, etc. Just keep all that in mind, which is something your character would know going into this scenario, right?
Right.
So yeah,
Right.
if you can see them, you can shout. Like if you want to talk to Elias, you can you'll have to shout because he ain't gonna hear you if you try to whisper.
Elias, work on your hearing.
Yeah.
Let's let's move me closer to Fizir then. Am I saying that right?
We.
Perfect. All right. So you said there are 5 each, right? The
There
squares?
is. With 30 feet of movement, you can move 6 squares. Each square is 5 feet of movement. So in any direction, unless it's the lighting should stop you, indicating that you can't do it unless you tell me of a way that you want to try and do it.
Got you. Hello there, Fizir. How are you?
That's it, right?
So what are you guys up to? I've been kind of following you guys for a while now, and I've noticed you guys have been getting not many places through these doors. What's going on?
We were just our fearless leader back there, and I'll point to Elias. Thinks we can fix something. I don't know. His order's crazy and weird, but he thinks we can fix something for them in this cemetery. We're just exploring.
I've been following a group of grave robbers. They headed north from here, which is where I was on my way to. I'm wondering if they know something we don't.
I can see someone 2 buildings that way through the windows. No point north.
Shall we head there together?
Strength in numbers.
All right, I'm all for it. I'm gonna sit here then and wait for these guys to catch up. Does that work?
I'm down. You're down.
Cool. All right, Goat. I don't think there's anything else I need to do, right? Nothing you would suggest as a new player?
I give you free range to RP as much as you like. So if you're done with him and you want to shout at Aspen, that's allowed. If you want to spend the rest of your movement, spend your action to move. You still have your action and bonus action. If there's anything on your sheet that you want to use, those with. Recommendation: you're at full health. If he is signaling to you that there's people somewhere in the building ahead of you, then I would, if it were me thinking tactically as a ranger, I would try to move further away from the building until maybe the other two that he pointed to group up and you guys come up with a plan. I think that's what Soot would do.
I'm gonna just sit put then for now. We'll just stay there.
Okay. Now, another thing you can do is you can ready your action. Like you can knock an arrow and aim at the door in case it opens and someone walks out. It's a pretty vague description, but you will shoot an arrow when someone walks out of the door when that condition is met. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you can do things like that too.
Gotcha. And what is that considered?
Holding your action.
Holding your action. So if I started the action now, does that mean I have technically 1.5 next time around? Is that how that works?
No, if you're holding your action and then the condition that triggers your action never occurs until your next turn, it just doesn't happen. Like, okay, well,
I understand. So it's kind of like half playing it, but then okay. I'm gonna just sit for now since I'm still learning, but we'll go from there.
Okay. You can also spend it to hide somewhere. Like if you go behind a wall, you can if you still have your action, you can hide. Some classes can do it in other ways, but you can also spend it like that.
Okay.
All right, but I mean you're fine, I think.
Yep, I'm gonna sit put for now, but thank you.
Yep, no problem. Sienna.
Right, guess we're trying to get you. So use my movement.
Yeah, it's pretty quiet, so it's easy to hear some conversational sort of chatter going on to the north. As well, it's a pretty bright, sunny morning. Should be brighter than this. The map looks kind of dim. Should be brighter than this. Hang on. Let there be light. Damn it. There we go. It's brighter. All right, cool. Anything else, Sienna? As you catch up to Four Cuppa?
No, I don't think so.
Very well. All right, Taven.
And then I'm gonna dash. There. And I will end my turn.
Okay. All right. Ezekiel.
As Ezekiel walks into the house that Lana's in, he's going to look at him and he's going to ask, is there anything interesting in here?
I mean, not really. I looked around. I didn't see much in the pantry back there. That door down there is stuck fast for some reason. I wasn't really going to mess with it. You can mess with it if you want, but I was probably going to head out this way.
Ezekiel will nod and he'll go down the stairs to the door and he'll kind of like put his hand on the handle and kind of jiggle a little bit to make sure that not like that Lane was telling the truth, but just to like affirm what he said. And then I want to try to kick the door down.
Hey, make an athletics check. All right, you go to Sparta kick the door, and it's like a shockwave goes through your foot from how solid it is. It hurts so bad.
Is it a wooden door? Or is it made out of metal?
It's a wooden door, but you can definitely tell it felt like you kicked a cement wall on the other. That's just on the other side of the door, keeping the door shut.
Okay. Then Ezekiel will turn back to Lan, and as he's starting to walk back up the stairs, he'll go, "Nope, not getting through that door." And then that'll be his turn.
Okay, Aspen, you hear a loud thud come from the sort of south easterly area, and as your turn comes around, and you notice this humanoid up ahead that is interacting with Fazir. What do you want to do?
Just, I guess, go and turn and say to Sir and Taylor, it's like, you guys got this covered. Seems like I'm gonna go check out and see what that thud was and see if anyone's hurt or if anything's happening. 20, 30, and then I'm going to dash through the building. 20, 30. And that is where I end up. And I'm done.
Alright, give me just a second here. Editing something. Okay, cool. Alright. Len, you see Ezekiel kick the door, it makes a loud noise, and his armor sort of vibrates from the shockwave it created. What do you want to do?
Lan is just gonna kind of chuckle and look at Ezekiel and be like, "Is your leg all right, big guy? That looked like it hurt."
I'm fine.
All right. And then he's gonna try and open this door.
Yeah, so it should just open, so it opens up to the outside, as you can see.
Lan's gonna look back at Ezekiel again and say, "All right, I think I'm gonna head north from here." I don't know. Does it feel weird to you? Like, I know we're kind of early, but I get this weird feeling. Do you have any weird feelings?
I feel it too. Something is strange. I don't know if not right, but certainly strange. If you're heading up north, I'll follow you because there's nothing else interesting around here.
All right. 10, 20, 30, and then I'm gonna dash 10, 20, 30 to right there. And that will finish Land's turn.
Okay. We've got the
Just use my movement and action dash again. Try to catch up. 20, 40. I'll show you. Gonna yell back at Sienna, pointing at Aspen. Aspen's that way! Like, yelling. Did not know we were supposed to be stealthy. Nobody told her we were. So, yeah. 30, and that's as far as I can go.
Okay, Elias. He moseys on over. 5, 10. Looks around. Ah, okay. Well, yes, he sort of shrugs and looks around at Fazir and Taven. Sort of approaches and gives a wave to Soot, and will end his turn there. Fazir, your turn.
What are these two things? That's probably an outhouse.
That right there is, looks like a small sort of outhouse, yeah.
And the statue?
Make a religion check. This one looks to be.
Pretty hell.
Let me bring up my notes. See which one this one is.
So here's a question.
Mhm.
I can't talk to someone on someone else's turn unless they talk to me, correct?
I mean, I'll allow it unless we're in combat or something. Because if you're in combat strategically, I can only allow you to have 6 to 8 seconds of total speech during your turn. I couldn't let you during combat plan out a full your next 5 or 6 turns, right? There's no way
I gotcha.
because right. So, but during this sort of initiative, yes. I mean, you can if you all wanted to, as a table of players, collectively say like, hey, can we just speed this along and say that we all group up here? You guys can also cease this turn order stuff and do that. You have that option, and then we can go right back into it after you've grouped up, if that's the vibe that I'm getting from the table. So anyone, yeah. So to answer your question, so yeah, you can during this sort of initiative, anytime if you want to speak up and say something when there's dead air, just go ahead. Because you might be pointing out a rule, something important, something I missed. It's very, you know.
Do you see what I see through the window?
Oh, yeah. That's 3 that I've seen.
Who is that?
Where or which? That. Because I can see 2 probable bandits.
Say, is that? I can't tell if those are the people I was following earlier or not. But
I'll point over there. Turn that direction. Talking about him?
okay, that's all I see. Just want to make sure you knew he was there.
So you hear from the inside of the building, what? And this bandit runs away from the window.
And this lady?
No, I'm just saying you hear that from the inside. And well, I guess Visitor, you'd hear that too. Hang on just a second. I'm still getting my notes loaded up for that particular idol. Okay.
From an action, I'll use message Len. Oh, okay, we're over here. To your west. Let me guess to west, because there's no. Your west is the same as my west.
You recognize it as Forlonde, the Veiled Keeper.
Would there be like a coffer or like a bowl to place tributes or offerings with the statue?
I'm sorry, what? Like a bowl of offering bowl? No, there's no offering bowl there. You just see it sort of in a pose. And you look on the opposite side, you seem to think that maybe there was one on a parallel to it, but it's was either like destroyed or removed from that location. But there was a statue parallel to it, just 15 feet away.
Okay, so movement. Oh. 3. 4. 5. That'll be my turn.
All right, Soot, it's your turn again. You notice, you hear this loud shout from the inside, and that individual you saw at the window scurried out of sight. What do you want to do, Soot?
Can I raise my bow and shoot an arrow through a window?
Yeah, you can try that if you want. Which window are we shooting?
Going for this guy over here. That one.
Okay, so the way this works is you'll click on your sheet and roll your longbow.
Oh boy.
I think we went over how to use it, right? I'm sure you
Yeah, I just
understand.
had to find it.
That's the only hard part about all this, really. Right, and you got your archery fighting style on. Smart. So 15. And you do have the advantage toggled on, but I don't care. In the event that's, I can show you that real quick. Which I showed it to the other guys, and the other players, and they tend to prefer it when I showed them this on their sheet. But you got a 15, so that will hit the window. Go ahead and roll damage. So click on the word longbow in the chat there.
Oh, sorry. That one, or you need to hit the longbow one. There you go.
That's fine. 10 piercing.
Yep.
Okay. 10 piercing. So the arrow breaks through the window and just lands somewhere in the corner of the room there.
Do I hear anything?
Hear a someone shot through the window.
Figure. I figured I'd make things a little interesting and see what happened. Do you want to go check that out for me?
Okay, why not?
So you see on your sheet now, Pixel, not to interrupt.
Yep,
But you see at the top of your sheet now, or you can whisper. So if you want to whisper a roll to me, you click on 2GM right there.
oh,
And
I
it
see.
just toggles over. And when if there's a condition that puts you in an advantage or disadvantage, the toggle switches there. Otherwise, so you have the option of switching that yourself based on the conditions you fall into, if you prefer to do it that way.
Gotcha.
Okay, but your arrow goes flying through. You hear the guy. What else do you do?
I'm gonna slink around towards that window. Is that okay?
If you have the movement, sure.
All right. So, whoops. All right. I'm gonna end my turn right there.
All right. So, a unique situation. You sort of have a tree in front of you, right? It's giving you 1/4's cover, so that increases your AC. If someone were to try to shoot you with something, just keep that in mind.
Okay.
All right, Sienna.
Just movement and dashing, I think. If I could click my stuff. I'll just catch up to 4 Kappa. Getting there slowly but surely. Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay. David, your turn. You hear a window break from split shooting one of the windows out in the abandoned church. It didn't break the window; it cracked it immensely. It broke a big portion of the window pane there. So yeah, it's definitely broken through because it's brittle.
Alright, I'm going to move there using the dash action. And that'll end my turn.
Okay. Ezekiel.
He's going to move up the stairs, start to follow Lan. So 5, 10, 20, 30. And he sees people over here, Fisher and Taven. So he's going to go over here. So 20, 30. And then he's going to dash 10, 20, 30. He's going to get to there. And it's gonna be his turn.
All right, so you rest sort of under the shade of the tree there. Aspen, your turn.
Alright. Where did I go? There. I'm going to.
By the way, Pixel, if there's like something that pops up on your screen that shows you the description of a character or something, that's just something I'm showing you in reference to who's speaking or part of the scene you're in.
Okay.
Feel free to close that stuff down. If you double click it, it'll just minimize it. So just let you know if
No, thank you.
you're
I was wondering if I was doing stuff, so that makes sense.
right. Yeah, if you just see something just all of a sudden pop up on your screen, that means I did something. I'm showing you something and the party something, or maybe
I
just you
understand.
something. All right, Aspen. Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
All good. I'm gonna be like, dang it, I just ran all this way, now I'm gonna run all the way back. Dang. Alright. Some rage doesn't give me any fire. Alright. So if I'm going to run back 10, 20, 30, and then dash 10, 20, 30, and then guess I might as well do it. Yeah, I'll do it later. I'll do it later. And that's it. My turn.
Hey, Lan.
All right, having heard the glass cracking from the bow shot, Lan is going to sprint 10, 20, 10. Jesus Christ. 10, 20, 30. Then he's going to dash 10, 20, 30 to right there. And that'll be his turn.
All right, Brookupa.
Sarah's busy, so I'm just going to do it, but she said she was just going to move and dash for her turn.
I don't believe you. I'm kidding.
Sorry, well, I'm too scared of Sarah to do it wrong. So
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
10, 20,
Yeah, go ahead.
30, and then dashing up 10, 20, 30. And that's it. So that's all she wanted to do.
All right, Elias will start making his way over. Puts his hand in his pockets. Huh. Sounds like we got some idiots inside. Probably the ones that don't belong here. Hey, you
Probably.
dummies! You dummies are very loud! He shouts at the church. Zero, your turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna go over to the left. You guys can go to like wherever you want to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna go there. And I'm going to cast sleep. Right there.
Okay.
Actually, to get into, like, to open the window, can that be a bonus action?
I would say.
Or which window did you
Yeah,
shoot?
that one.
Well, you walk up to the window. You don't see any way to open or unlock it from here. Now it's cracked, so you can push in and try to break more of it if that's what you're saying.
I just want a clear line of sight to cast sleep.
Okay, it should be open. So yeah, the window should be open. You should be able to, like, if you can see it with your token, you can hit whatever you can hit within range.
Whoa.
Now, as you come over Fazir and look through the open part of the window, you'll notice these two bandits right here at the front were holding their action. So as soon as they see you pop up over there, they shoot at you with their crossbows. All right. So that'll be an 8. That'll miss, and a 14.
14 hits.
All right. You take 8
Would I be
piercing.
able to use shield?
Yeah, you can use your reaction. Okay, that would make your AC what? Probably 15.
15.
Okay, yeah. So the crossbow bolt just flips off of it. Go ahead and so you go ahead and get off your sleep spell as a crossbow bolt nearly hits you in the throat before your shield, your reaction repels it. All right. So 28 hit points of creatures. Well, more because upcast. 28 plus 9. All right. So that's 22. Okay. Hey, just after you repel that, your sleep effect does take effect on these 3 here, and the guy in the middle, which you catch a glimpse of, he is sort of leaned up against this half tilted sort of pew, this old wooden pew, and he sort of looks to the window, sort of shrugs and laughs it off as he stands up and looks at you. But these 3 around him do fall asleep. So so boom, those 3 fall asleep. The rest of them sort of looking at the window. It is time to initiate combat. All right. Let's see here. Get all the ones that are alerted. All right, it's Fazir's turn. Still, let me just go ahead and sort. Okay, cool. So Fazir, yeah, you get your sleep. That's your action. So you get your sleep spell to effectively put 3 of those targets to sleep. And the guy on the pew you're looking at, he stands up and he has this enormous looking shovel. That it's like a great shovel. Just to give you reference, he sort of spins it around. What do you want to do with the rest of your turn?
I'm going to use my face step to get back? Well, there's a lot of them. There's a lot.
What are we
That'll be my
talking
turn.
about here?
That guy's in the church thingy.
No, I know. How many though? How many are we talking here?
I counted at least 9.
Well, that's not good. I can only count to 4 sometimes.
Like
That's exactly what I was thinking, actually. Okay. Any ideas?
We don't really do ideas here. We just wing it.
We just go for it. All right.
Yeah, this group you gather has just met. They're not even all together at all. No, yeah, like there's no it's not exactly a team of commandos that you joined up on. You're gathering that very quickly, so.
Well, a motley crew is still a crew, although motley. Well, I think I might creep around the side here. I'm pretty good at scoping things out. Let's head around to the building on the left side there and add a bit of stealth to it.
Cool.
Hey, if you want to move stealthily, you can roll a stealth check, Soot, on your sheet.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So, Soot, you begin your stealth movement of.
And then can I dash farther?
Where did you start at? Right there?
Yeah. One more. Yeah, right there.
All right, you've only moved 15 feet so far.
Oh.
You have 30 feet.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and we're going to creep in the window here.
Okay, so you can see what you see as you look through the window. You see your arrow laying down right here in the corner. Not that it's important. You don't have to loot it to get your ammo back until the battle's over. Unless you really want it now. But you see it there, just for reference. You look in and you see what you see. What do you want to do?
And I try to crack open the window.
How? Describe how you crack it.
I grab a little pocket knife and start to wiggle it back and forth at the edge of the bottom of the window frame and see if it'll jiggle a little bit.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check to see if your pocket knife is actually thin enough to fit in between the seams right there. Okay, to your surprise, the window is actually quite old, and when you see as it sort of gives loose very quickly and very easily to your pocket knife as you jam it in, but you notice the window does loosen up and sort of become unaligned with its railings.
I'm gonna keep the window open just ajar because I'm gonna jump behind those boxes next time, but I'm gonna end my turn there.
Okay, the window's open. All right. And that was your turn, Sid? Okay.
Yep.
All right, this guy. This is funny, I think. Let me see, let me find this. Where's this guy's sheet?
No question. Where does the turn list? How did I somehow got rid of that. How do I bring that back?
I can do so. Let's see. Is it back now?
Yep.
Okay. No worries. So just adjust to however you like is comfortable. So, this guy is going to shout from the inside. Stay together, men. Just stay here. We've got, still got searching to do downstairs. Stay close. And he sort of issues commands to his men around him. Sienna, your turn.
Just realized I was muted. I moved, and that's it.
That's all? Okay. Haven.
All right. Is gonna try to open this door.
All right. So you notice when you try to open the door, it seems to be barred by from the other side by something.
Hmm. All right. Let's see. Can I try to punch the door
Yeah. Go ahead and roll an attack roll on the door.
using my hands of stone?
Okay. So you bend the soil up from the ground. Harden your fist. Go ahead and roll your attack. All right. You notice that the door is actually made of stone. It cracks a tiny bit, but you do hit it and do some damage.
Stone, huh? Okay. Go ahead, my turn.
Yeah, these church doors are stone doors. Sorry. But you do hit it. All right, this bandit here. Let's see. Gonna move. So he's gonna come around here. All right. So Soot, he spots you, and he's gonna use his light crossbow to try to shoot at you. After you just try to right after you get done leaving the window cracked, he's like, "There you are," and he just turns and shoots you for a 13. Does that hit your AC?
Nope.
Okay, what is your AC by the way? I forgot. 14.
14.
Right. So you just sort of duck down, and the arrow flies over your head and out into the sort of the fence behind you. And he used all his movement to get there, so he can't do anything else. This bandit is going to move over here to where he was. This one over to here. This one is going to stay asleep because he's asleep. This one is going to move. No, he's not going to move at all. Ezekiel, your turn.
Okay. Ezekiel is going to look over at Lan. He's going to look down to the ground and shake his head. And he's going to say, what have they gotten into this time? And he's going to dash in that direction. And he's going to get to there. And that's his turn.
What is that for Cuppa?
Sorry, that
She
was
was-
for William. I messed up.
She was just
Okay.
letting me know what
Ignore it.
mind sharpener was.
Oh,
doing.
okay. I was just kind of, I wasn't sure what was going on. I didn't know if you were using something as a reaction or something. So never mind.
No, I was looking up what I gave William and sending it to him, and I forgot to whisper that part to him.
Okay, Ezekiel, you moved to there and that's it.
Yep, that's it.
All right, Aspen.
Okay, gonna start running. 10, 20, 30, and using my action to dash. 10, 20, 30. And that's all I can do right now. So I'm gonna wait until raging until I can see them. And that's it.
Okay. All right. So you go to there. Okay, this bandit stay there. So will he? Land, your turn.
How high is this wall or fence that I'm next to?
I'd say about 6 feet.
Would it take my action or something if I wanted to try and hop over it
Yes.
or climb over?
Athletics
All right.
check.
Okay.
All right, you try to land, but your sort of not paying attention, underestimating how high it actually is, and your feet don't actually get in place, and you fall on your ass. But you don't lose any movement.
Lan is going to stand up and very forcefully brush off his ass, and then he's just going to pout, angry walk this way to right there, and that will be his turn.
Okay. For Cuppa.
Alright, I'm gonna move for it in 20, 30. My movement again to get a little bit further, not my movement, my action to get a little bit further. Just here, after zero, like, what's happening? I'm hearing a lot of voices I don't recognize, so is shit going down?
It's going down. Sits
Shit.
over there though.
Well, yeah, and she'll be done.
All right, Elias. He sees Taven try to get to the door. Well, it must be jammed or blocked or something. I'll go run to the side. No, you see Elias charging up his spirit gun as he coalesces spirit energy into it and approaches to the side over here where this window is and sort of tries to get a glance inside. Bandit is sleeping. So is that one. That one is not. He will move to there. Fizir, your turn.
And then go over there and then use my action to, I guess, dash.
Okay.
That's
Don't
my
forget,
turn.
I opened the window for you in case you
Oh.
need it.
Yeah, that window, the window so does that is open, by the way. If you want to go in at the window, you can. I'll let you redo your turn if you want to do something like that.
Yeah. And I'll hop through the window.
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
All right, Sid, your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and raise my bow and shoot straight through that window. Right at our guy here.
Okay, go for it. You take aim with your bow and release an arrow. Fly straight at him. That's a 13 that just hits. Roll damage. Nine piercing. So you do 9 points of piercing to this bandit here. It's a direct shot in the head. He falls down on the ground. Thud and blood starts sort of pouring out from the wound.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and crawl in the window. And I'm gonna move over here. Was there anyone by
shot.
the front? Thanks. Was there anyone by the front door? I didn't catch anyone there. Who did you put to sleep?
3 guards in the center. They'll be down. You won't be able to. You can't miss them.
All right. I'm gonna stay put. Was someone right behind you?
Four Cuppa is hot on her trail.
Okay. I'll have my turn there.
All right. Already off to a good streak right in the head. As this guy looks over. Ah, show yourself! He stands up and swings around this mighty shovel. Don't be scared. We're just trying to eat. And he'll make his way up here, I guess. Nah, he'll stay right here. Prepare his and ready in action. Sienna, your turn.
All right, more movement. Still don't think I can see anything. So I will dash with my action. 20. I start seeing some people. I think I'm at 20. 25.
Yep, Sienna, so you're starting to hear commotion from the inside as you approach.
Oh yes, I see a lot more people now. And I think that'll be my turn.
All right, Taven, you're up.
Alright, I am, since the door is damaged, I'm going to use mold earth on it. I want to go more.
Excavate it. So you want to excavate it?
Yep, I want it gone.
All right, so that will effectively open the door. As you sort of transmute the earth around to sort of destroy the door. As the soil below just sort of gives way to the door and it crumbles. So you now have an open door, and you see in front of you quite a full service at church today.
Oh, good. Then I'm going to move now. And that will end my turn.
Bandit will turn the corner here and shoot at Taven with his crossbow. 21?
Actually, I am going to use my Shield of Stone.
Shield of Stone, okay. Reaction. Three-fourths cover. Okay. Walls and AC. So, you get three-fourths cover. What's your AC?
Let's see, my armor class is 13. And my spellcasting ability is Strength, so that would be 5 times my modifier, which is 2, so it'd be 10.
So your AC is 10?
The number of hit points, that's the wall. That's the hit points.
Right, yeah.
Yep.
Right. So it gives the ranged attack though that's flying your way is penalized by three-quarters cover on your end. So that's a +5 to your AC.
Yep, so that would be 18.
Right. So that means the attack would still hit.
Yep.
21. But the wall is there now. As this wall transmutes, the arrow makes it through right before it solidifies the transmutation and sort of hits you in the collar for 6 piercing damage. All right, but you have a wall in front of you now. This bandit will turn the corner and try to shoot you as well, but your AC is +5. So that makes you 18, I think, still, as he tries to shoot you. 16, that misses. This arrow right here will bounce off the wall and miss you. That guy's asleep. That guy stays right there. Ezekiel, your turn.
Okay. He's going to use his movement and action to dash. He's going to get to there. He's going to look inside and see all the bandits, and he's going to look down at Aspen, and he's going to say, "Bandits, kind of like a question, just like affirming what they are.
I don't know. I haven't seen them yet, so maybe.
And then he'll say, "Okay," and he'll unsheath his greatsword from off his back as it starts cackling with electrical energy, and that's his turn.
Okay. Aspen.
Alright, moved up 20 feet. I'm gonna turn to Ezekiel and be like, yep, bandits. And gonna go 10 feet movement. Then a 5, 10, 20, 30. They're still not close enough. And then I'm gonna go use my action to dash 20, 30. And use my bonus action to rage. And
All right,
then
the ground sort of quakes as your spores erupt. As you go into your rage, and it vibrates the area around you.
this thing that I can do as part of the bonus action to rage.
All right, you unleash this thunderous roar. Until the beginning of your next turn, each creature of your choice within 30 feet has a disadvantage on any attack roll that doesn't target you. Okay, so if they choose someone else besides you, until the beginning of your next turn.
30
Gotcha.
feet, 10, 20. Dang it, I hope the other guy.
Deals damage to you. You can use your reaction to bellow them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's awesome. All right, yeah.
And then, yep, activating rage. And that's all I can do because it moved, dashed, then raged.
All right.
Yeah, each creature of your choice. I'm gonna do just the first line of 3. I think. So yeah.
Each creature of your choice.
Within 30 feet.
Yeah, I mean, so.
And my choice, so yeah, just the first 30.
Just these first 3?
For right now, yeah.
Okay, so they got a.
But that's a lot.
Also, no matter what, they succumb to this. They can't make a save against this unless you bellow them. Okay. All right, cool. So these 3, so I'll mark them under the effects of your rage. Okay. Put red dots on them to signify that. Okay.
Trying to find the rage token, and then that's the end of my turn.
It's the axe. There it is.
Darn, I missed the angry face.
I'll add it. I'll add it back during the break.
Okay, cool.
All right,
and
cool. All right. Let me see. Let's get this bandit's turn. So he sees you, Aspen, raises his crossbow to shoot you. You haven't reckless yet, so he only gets a normal roll of 12.
12 misses.
Okay. He is going to go ahead and move to the back here. This bandit here is going to shoot at you as well. 10, miss. After missing, he will sort of go over here next to the window. Land, your turn.
Is this just open right here, this door?
Let me see where you're at. Which door? Yeah, it's a gate. It's just sort of open, yeah. Just swung open so you can pass right through.
20,
it's like an old gate.
30, and then he's gonna dash 10, 20, 30 to right there. And that'll be his turn.
Light fit there too, but it's really fun for you. You remember doing like this sort of stuff in your training. You really love the tight quarters things. It's very eerie to some of your teammates. But you sort of smile as you fit in between there very easily. This bandit has to attack Aspen, so Well, he doesn't have to, but he doesn't want to succumb to the effect. So he's going to make a scimitar attack against Aspen for a 6 and miss. All right, this one also has to attack you, so it'll move up to here and swing with his scimitar. So they run up to you. 20.
That hits.
All right, 1, because you're raging.
3.
Would normally be 3, but we'll half it to well, we're rounding up on. Just make it 1. Yeah,
Okay.
1 point of damage. All right, because you're raging. Fork up, your turn.
Sorry. Since he hit me, can I do that?
As the spores, yeah. When an attacker, so use your reaction. So this takes your reaction. You haven't used your reaction yet, have you? No, you haven't.
No, I haven't.
This bonus, okay. All right, so yeah.
Takes acid damage equal to your level rounded up, so that'd be level 4. So rounded half of it would be 2 points of acid damage.
Okay, so these acid spores spew out as his scimitar makes contact with them that were activated during your rage. It spits out at him. He's like, oh! He sort of shakes his face. It gets in his eyes a little bit.
All right.
Anything else?
Yeah, that's just my reaction. That's it.
All right, Elias.
Oh,
Elias
God,
here's
it
what's.
took my turn. I didn't have my turn.
Oh, that's right. Forkuppa, go ahead. Sorry.
Sorry. We're gonna go in 10, 20. I'm going to use my firebolts on the closest one in the line right here. So to the northeast corner of Aspen, shoot my firebolt at him.
Okay.
14.
That hits.
Cool. The whole 1 point of damage. And then I'm gonna move behind the little crate here and try to hide with my bonus action.
That was the one left of Aspen, right?
To the right of Aspen.
To the right. Okay. Just wanted to
Yeah.
make sure it was the right one. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, northeast, and then 14th. That's it.
All right, Elias's turn. Okay. He's gonna move back around to the door then. He'll use his action to dash and get inside, and he'll take cover here. As this bandit's turn comes up, he's asleep still. So's this one. This one is not, so he will move over to here and shoot Aspen with his crossbow. 19.
19 hits.
All right, 3 piercing.
Okay.
And Vizier, it's your turn.
15, 20. Oh. Well,
What do you
shit.
see?
The smorgasbord of targets for us.
See, it's cool for Pixel. It should look grayed out right now. That's the Explorer mode. Where she's in cover. The lighting.
Just 10 bad guys. I'm going to use Shocking Volley. And this guy.
Okay, shocking volley. Go ahead and it's a 15-foot radius, 20-foot radius spell.
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead and throw it in the chat. All right, draw back and release an imaginary bowstring, and then bolts of arrow-shaped lightning shoot from the bow. Each creature from 20 feet of that point. Okay, measure the point for me again. And then after they make a dex save on a fail, they take half as much damage. Gotcha. Okay. And it's incapacitated if it fails. Alright, hold it there or stamp it there if you want. I'll go ahead and make the saves here. Alright, dex save for all these creatures. Start with the guy in the back. A 4. All right, the captain. That is a 15. All right, the bandit to the right, 9. It's a fail. Right below the captain, natural 1. Well, 2 technically, but still big fail because he's asleep. I think he auto fails if he's asleep anyway. He can't make dex save sleep. 10, I think that fails too.
And the DC's 13.
Yep, that fails. Shit, this will be... Oh, that's an auto fail. He's asleep. I don't see how you can make a dex save for sleep. All right. That one makes it. The one just north of the guy with the red dot, but the one with the red dot is the last one to roll. Him and the one north of him are the only ones that make it. Wait, the one north of him is asleep, so never mind. No, okay, never mind. I skipped the roll. That's the guy to the south. Gotcha. Okay. So, roll your damage if you haven't already. Let me scroll and make sure you didn't do it already. 2d8, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll it. Pretty good. So you draw back this electrified bowstring as you draw on the power of the vein, and you shoot this lightning bolt through the air in the church. It lands on the ground, and many lightning bolts jump out from the point of impact and impact all of the intended targets for 15 points of damage. So he's dead. So is he. And they all shout in pain as you insta-kill them. All but that red dot guy and the captain. Captain doesn't die from this, but he takes a big hit. Alright, so you wipe a lot of them out, and a lot of them fall to the ground, smoking from the electricity. Anything else?
No, I'm good.
Alright, Soot. You hear an impressive spell and a loud cry of many bodies hitting the ground. Shortly after Fazir shoots the spell, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna come out from behind. Ooh, hello. You said there were a lot. There's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. So, how do I know how hurt they are?
If they have an X on their icon,
They're dead.
they're dead. The table previously voted for me to remove their health bars, but you used to be able to see their health bars. You guys should be able to see your health bars too. Is that what you're asking, or you're asking for the enemies?
No, I was thinking about the enemies.
Well, we changed it for suspense, so you can ask me. You can ask me to about how any particular creature on the board is looking. I'll give you an estimate of how they feel.
Okay.
If,
we're just gonna go for this boy right here.
Okay.
I'm just gonna shoot right at him.
He's looking like he's taken maybe one hit, but he's still all right.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead. All right, you draw and shoot. 14, that will hit.
Cool.
All right. Holy crap. Sheesh, another headshot. So I thought 6 HP was doing good. But these guys have 9 HP total, so they're getting wrecked. This guy right in the eyeball, an arrow. His head jerks back and he hits the ground right in front of you, Aspen.
Can I dash back to the corner where I was? Is that allowed?
If you have enough movement, sure. Now you use your action to shoot your weapon.
I see.
So if you want to move, you only have your whatever's left of your movement to do so.
Then I'm stuck. Okay. Then I will stay put.
Okay. This guy, gritting his teeth, will run up to Aspen and take out this giant shovel and do like this spinning attack on you. He's gonna get 2 attacks on you with this big ass shovel. Okay.
Okay.
And you haven't reckless attacked, I don't think.
No,
yet.
I haven't yet. I haven't really
Okay.
attacked anything. I just raged and reacted.
All right.
Anyway,
All right. Normal big ass shovel attacks. 9 that misses,
miss.
and 9 misses. So with the shovel, it really is the biggest shovel you've ever seen. And but however, you do a good job of missing and parrying with your own great weapon. Sienna, your turn.
Can I hypothetically cast a spell through a window?
As long as it only requires like sight, but if you have to have line of sight, then you have to. If you have to have a line of sight, then you have to open the window.
Oh.
Or break it.
Think I do. I want to cast Fairy Fire. Do I need to?
No, you can, as long as you can see where you want it to illuminate. Now it'll hit every creature, even allies, in the zone. Okay, so yeah, you can definitely do fairy fire with the window closed, as long as you can see. As you pull out your instrument of choice to play the song of the fairy fire.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. So I need a 20-foot cube. Most of them are dead, but I don't know. That's not what I was looking for. Oh, delete you. Oh, this is where it is. Okay. I was in the wrong area. Need a square. That. So like 20 feet across, I guess. Okay. Well. Well, we'll just put it there because it hits the. Well, it's spinning. I guess that's kind of where I want to center it, but like, or I guess it'd be off this square. Goodness, it's so sensitive. Basically, I hit those 3 in the corner, I think.
Okay, sure. So fairy fire, so it illuminates from your instrument, carries through, and coalesces right there in the vicinity. So just these beautiful sort of fey lights of fairies just sprinkle down on top of them. And they must make a dex save, I think, when it shows up in the area. So that means right now. So the captain will make a 20. So he resists the fairy fire. The guy next to him will not. And then the guy above him will not as well. So the 2 regular bandits are fairy fired. So I'll put them with a purple dot. And you are concentrating on that spell as well. Keep that in mind. Okay, Sienna. So what else would you like to do?
I'll use my bonus action to give Lan inspiration to help get him over the wall.
Oh, all right, Lan. You look over. Sienna giggles a little bit and sends you like an inspirational tune to help you give you some encouragement. That's 1d6, I believe, right, Sienna? Is that it?
Yeah.
All right, Taven, your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna move up here and I'm going to use my earth tremor. So I'm gonna stomp the ground and everybody within 10 feet has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, Aspen, you have an advantage because of your danger sense, I think, because you have that, I'm sure.
Yes.
Okay. Bandit captain makes it. Bandit
Woohoo!
Bandit next to him, no. And the guy north of him, no. So these two regular bandits don't make it in front of you, Taven. So they will take the full damage and get knocked prone. All right.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else?
And that will end my turn.
All right. So the tremor erupts from your foot as you slam it on the ground. Shockwaves through the ground, and they both fall prone after getting hit by it. All right. Guys are all jacked up. All right, this guy is prone, so he'll stand up and move over to Taven and attack Taven with his scimitar. 22.
That is.
All right, 5 points of slash damage as he cuts you for knocking him down. All right, Ezekiel, your turn.
Okay. He's going to use his movement and action to dash, and he's going to get right up next to Aspen, and just full sprint there until he stops right in front of that dead guy. And he's going to look in, and he's going to see the bandits, and he's going to say, "Vagrant thieves, trying to loot the graveyard. You will respect the dead when we're done with you." And that will be his turn.
Okay, Aspen.
I'm gonna say to the bandit captain, "Seems like you now have options if you're hungry." And I'm going to recklessly attack him.
Okay.
Hit 12.
That misses. So he parries your greatsword with his big ass shovel.
And that's all I could do.
All right. This bandit is dead. This one is not, so he will move over to here and help out his captain by shooting at Aspen. And that was your reckless attack, right?
Yeah, that was reckless.
All right, 18.
That hits.
Misdirection. So Physician's going to use his reaction to create this flash of light or sound or whatever. This distraction takes place, and he must now choose the disadvantage roll. So 12.
That misses.
Okay, so the bolt misses, and he'll move back with the rest of his movement there to land. Your turn.
All right. Yeah, I'll try and get over the fence right here.
Okay. You make it, so you're able to jump over without needing the inspiration. 5 feet of movement.
You can't bring my token over. Thank you. So that's 5 feet. $15. $20, $25, $30. And he's going to end his turn right there.
All right, this bandit will stand up and attack Taven with the scimitar. All right. 16. I'm sorry, 16 on Taven. You might be muted. Taven, you there? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that hits, so I'll go ahead and roll the damage out. Alright, for cup of your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna move up this 10, 20, 30, and I've never done it before, so if you could help provide insight on it. I want to use my Eldritch Cannon. It's such a long thing, so I want to make sure I'm doing it right.
Okay, so it's a small
Novel. Holy
it's
cow.
a small cannon. Small or tiny, it's up to you.
Small.
Alright, but it's your cannon, so this magical object. Okay, so you have the cannon. You create the cannon, you determine its appearance, whether it has legs, okay. So yeah, if you want to, you can describe it cosmetically if you want. I'm sure it looks pretty cool.
I would say essentially it looks like a little dragon. It has legs and like the opening where the stuff comes out. It's like its mouth is open.
Also, it's like shooting it out from the mouth like a breath weapon.
Yeah, exactly. It's for
All
what
right,
it looks like. And it's just like to the right of me next to me.
all right. So the cannon would be the flamethrower then in this case. So the cannon excel, right?
Well, like the force ballista is the one I was thinking of. It still has like that shape, but
Okay.
everything comes out of its mouth.
Oh, the ballista, shoot a ballista out of it. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, you guys see for the first time a very fancy artifice magic item hit the ground, and this eldritch cannon sort of puts itself together in the shape of a dragon right in front of you, and opens its mouth. This ballista coalesces arcanely in its mouth.
So I just want to make sure I have it right. So putting it down is the action, and then I can essentially fire it with my bonus action, right? If I'm reading it right.
Let's see. So you can put the you learn how using. Okay.
It's just so long. I'm gonna try to shorten it just to make it easier to go through.
When you create the cannon, you turn appearance. Okay. On each of your turns, you can take a bonus action, cause the cannon to activate if you're within 60 feet. As part of the same bonus, you can direct the cannon to walk. Okay. Create the cannon, you determine its appearance. Okay, you also decide what type it is. Okay, so let's say you choose. Okay, you chose the ballista.
And then I want to fire it at for the first row of them that are alive. The one to I guess northeast of Taven. Shoot the force ballista at that one.
I would say as part of the action, bonus action to summon it, you can tell it to move and attack.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I'm reading it. So yeah, so this force ballista shows up and starts coalescing a blast ready for you to use if you command it to do so. So this energy is charging in its mouth and this small toy that you guys see in front of you. Go ahead. How do you want to use it?
Yep. To use the force ballista to shoot at the one to the top right corner of Taven. So it's a ranged spell attack for that one.
Yep.
Right? Okay.
Might be an attack roll on your sheet somewhere.
I was trying to look for it, but I don't see one. I was gonna try to make one sometime.
On a hit. Yeah, we can make an attack roll sheet for it real quick.
Yeah.
Range spell attack roll. Let me get your. I mean, you can probably do it on your end. I'm sure.
Well, I just don't know everything that goes into it on what I would add because my brain is not working with me today.
Let me get it done pretty quick here. Let me see. So let me look at your sheet. I got it commandeered. It's mine. All right. So force ballista. We'll just call it force ballista.
Yep.
And all it does is an attack roll, really, range spell attack on the hit, and then you can push the creature. All right, so we'll put that in there. So it's a range spell attack. Okay, spell. Proficient. Range to 120 feet. I think. Yep. And 2d8. Force damage. Gotcha. Set up, I think. Force. Yeah. Okay, and I'll put the description in there. Target and a target is a creature is pushed up to 5 feet away from the cannon. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'll add that to the description.
Okay.
All right, there you go. On your attack sheet is Force Ballista.
Let's see.
Natural one. LOL.
Oh, jeez. It's not working out for me today, guys.
So it misses. Boom! It blasts at it and it misses.
Yep, that's it.
You're doing great.
Elias walks around the corner. Okay, he will charge his spirit gun at this one and shoot the bandit on the right with his spirit gun. Alright. Let's see, spirit shot, so he'll hit with that. 15 points of force. Okay. So that will kill him. Knocks him against the wall, sort of crushing him a bit. The spirit gun is not meant to be used on mortals, but this is what it looks like when it happens. And he's going to shoot the one next to him with a 17. So he's 2 spirit gun shots. Jesus Christ. So it's 18. And he will kill that one as well. Alright. Fazir, your turn. As Elias shoots 2 of the bandits dead with the spirit gun and leaving the captain alone standing. What do you want to do?
Would it be possible to hit him with my quarterstaff with the intent of knocking him out?
You can do a non-lethal attack, yeah, but it has to be a melee attack or something like that. It can't be a spell. But absolutely, yeah, you can. You just have to announce you're going to non-lethally attack him, and if he's reduced to 0 hit points, he'll fall unconscious.
Then I will hit him with my quarterstaff. Two-handed.
Okay, go for it.
God damn. It's terrible.
So yeah, well, he just sort of dodges out of the way by leaning forward.
That'll be my turn.
All right, Soot.
Do we need him alive? Does anyone know?
That's what I was going for.
Anyone else have any ideas? I could just take a shot from right here. Or I could give him a little bit of a hug from behind as well. Anyone?
I mean, I'm sure Lan has his opinion, but he's not close enough
Do
to
we
give an
need
answer.
to keep somebody alive? Do you think it's worth it?
Well, I was following a group of these guys earlier, but I didn't really see anything else. I mean, where are you guys headed?
I'm just along for the ride. I don't know.
You guys were looking for a basement or a staircase or something? No?
I don't know. I'm not really the one in charge. I'm just following them.
Alright, well.
Elias, do we need him alive or no?
What's that?
Seeing if Elias would have to chime in because this is his thing.
Elias, any ideas?
Sure. I'd be interested to hear what he has to say.
How did I know you were going to say that? Alright. I'm going to come up from behind him. 1, 2, 3. You can't share a square, I assume, right?
You can, as long as you have enough, as long as you have space to move your token to that is available afterwards. You can also hit him from that square as well. You're within range.
Okay. So we're gonna try to give him a nap.
Okay. What's your plan here?
Using wrist blades? Does that work?
Do you have wrist blades on your sheet as some sort of attack roll or something? Let me check them.
Yep.
Let me see. You want to use your wrist blades? Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, sure. So he's in the melee range, so your wrist blades they extend out. And I think you get 2 attacks with these.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
All right, the 11 will miss. You get another.
The damage type, or oh no, the other attack. Sorry. So wait a
Yeah.
second.
You get another. Yeah, you get another wrist blade attack. I believe that's how we ruled it. So that one will hit.
Okay. Now the damaging one.
Oh yeah, roll the damage as the blades sink into him. All right, do the wrist blades do anything? I forgot what they did when you actually hit them with it. So let me look. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, it's just it's a weapon, got finesse weapon. Gotcha. Cool deal. All right, so you try to. He sort of winces in pain from the attack, but he's still fine. He's below half, though. I can admit that much.
All right. I'm gonna have my turn there.
Okay, he stands up and he didn't like that soot, so he's gonna turn around to you and try to hit you with this. Wait, can he? Let me see. No, he's not under any condition. So he gets up and he's gonna try to hit soot with his shovel. 21. Okay, Fizzier is going to try and impose disadvantage. So 11. So does 11 hit you?
Nope.
Okay, this flash of light or something distracts him, and his shovel cracks into the stonework just at your feet, and he misses you. Sienna, your turn.
All right. I'm going to try to enter the building. 15, 20, 30. And I am going to command.
Command, okay, what's your command?
Wood post. I'm gonna tell the. Oh, I didn't realize you can upcast this, can you? Telling me what level. Can you? If you cast this? Just curious.
Yeah, whatever it
You can
says.
do additional people. Sorry, I was reading the bottom. Upcasting it just means I can do it to more people, but there's just one of them. So,
Which is good if somebody's running off with your shit.
yeah. And my command is going to be surrender.
Other than the one the DM just okay, that'll work. So he'll surrender works. So yeah, we'll roll a wisdom save for him. 16.
That's unfortunate. Uh-huh.
You don't have any kind of an ability to boost that, do you?
I don't think so. I can't give myself inspiration.
Right. Yeah.
Dang.
Alrighty then.
I wanted to be cool, but now I'm not. Anyway, that's all I'm gonna do.
Taking your turn.
All right. So what I want to do is I want to use my hand of stone and try to pop this guy right in the back of the head.
Okay, go ahead. That hits. All right, you do so, but he's really tough.
Let's see. All right, that's going to be my turn right there.
All right, Ezekiel.
Question: is this guy right here still alive?
Yeah.
Okay, then Ezekiel is going to go around to him, and he's going to hit him with Thunder Smite. Or I meant to post the spell list. That, and then use it, sorry.
Okay, so Thunder Smite. So you coalesce the Thunder Smite, and once you charge it up, you hear the arcane energy power within, sort of just coalesces at will. Go ahead and attack.
11.
That misses.
Okay. Then yeah, that's it.
All right, Aspen, your turn.
Alright. I'm going to take. Actually, can I try and take the big ass shovel from the bandit captain?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Make a contested athletics check with him. All right, he's gonna get a 20.
Oof.
Oh, all right. So you do. You manage to wrestle it out of his hand, but it falls on the ground. So you do. So you manage to disarm him. Yep.
And would it be just like a bonus action just to pick it up, or what could I?
No, it's like 5 feet of movement or something. Yeah, it only costs movement. It technically only costs movement to pick something up off the ground, and I don't even like ruling that. I will allow you to pick up. Like, you haven't done anything yet. You just wrestled it out of his hand. You still have shit you can do. I would say the athletics check was your action though.
Right. Yeah.
Yep. So you still have, yeah. Picking it up would just cost like movement, like 5 feet of movement or something.
Then I will pick up the shovel. So happy I have a big ass shovel. That's fun. And I think that'll just be the end of my turn.
All right, this bandit will attack. This bandit will attack Ezekiel, or try to. All right, and miss with the 7. Land your turn.
Can land try and go in through this window?
If your token can move through, then it's open. If not, that means it's closed. The window's closed in front of you.
That means it's closed. Does that? Oh, okay. So I can click
You
on
look.
it and open it.
Yep. If you're able to click on it and interact with it, those are the things you can do.
All right. So then I'm through.
Okay.
So then I'm gonna come up and try and fucking stab that guy.
All right, go for it. Miss.
I'm gonna use that inspiration that Sienna gave me.
Okay.
Is that a D6?
Yes.
So
All right,
should
that hits.
make it a 16. All right. For 14.
All right. So you managed to land a critical hit, and he goes down. Withdraw your katana.
And then Lan is just gonna say, "Fucking finally, I get in the fight," and that'll be his turn.
Cover.
So, question. For the Eldritch Cannon, is that something that can be held in an action? Like if I'm movement and then, like, say, hold the action that if the captain tries to attack somebody, then it goes off? Is that something I can do?
I'll allow it.
Okay, cool. Well, I would like to do that.
I'll consider it. It doesn't cost you an action for it to attack, does it?
It's a bonus action for me to command it to move and fire.
Okay, then I will say that would be like holding your bonus action then. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because
That seems fair. That seems fair because it's like holding an attack. So that seems fair.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to double check. Makes sense
Yeah.
to me. Alright, so I want to move here, and the cannon is right here, so I'd move it the 15 feet to just right above me, right here, and hold the action for it to shoot at the captain if he attacks one of our party members.
Okay. So it starts coalesces this ballista of arcane energy, pulling in the energy around.
And that's it.
All right, Elias. He'll end his turn there as he goes to go through his backpack. Fizzy, you're up.
How bad does he look right now? Physically.
He's below half. No, not still pretty tough.
Can I help him?
In what way?
Help him do whatever he needs to do to make this guy incapacitated.
As long as he can describe it to me in a way that your help, sort of makes sense. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what's your plan, Fizir?
Is he facing away from us or towards us?
He's just sort of got his back. See, Taven and Soot are like to his rear, and the guy that's dead behind him. He's sort of standing there without a shovel, just sort of looking at both of you, sort of angrily looking at Aspen. But he's got amazing peripheral vision as you've seen in the battle. It's like he's got eyes in the back of his head whenever he reacts to stuff.
I'll ask, so do you know how to sweep the leg?
I think so. I've done it a couple times.
I kind of want to stand where I'm at right now and like baseball swing at this fucker.
I'm pretty tiny. I can get there.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
a two-handed staff swing, but not using the staff as it's supposed to be. I just want to crack him like at the front of the front top of the skull where it's like thickest. Just a glancing blow that will just knock him unconscious. What I'm shooting for.
all right, so a tag team maneuver.
Yeah.
It sounds like. All right, cool. So you both team up and you at the same time you Soot lays out the plans you very very quickly and you nod and you jump in together. At the same time you simultaneously pounce onto him. Roll with advantage, Vizier, your quarterstaff attack. That hits. Roll damage.
Nice shot.
Jesus Christ!
Also a nice shot.
Funny enough, how do you want to do this?
And I will leave that up to Sit, or you can flavor it as you see fit.
All right, so with the combo attack, Soot going low as Fazir goes high with this baseball swing with the quarterstaff, him jumping over Soot's sweep at the leg made him unavailable to dodge the oncoming strike. Smack him right in the temple. He falls over limp, unconscious. That'll be the end of combat. Let's go ahead and take our break before we go any further.
Cool.
So we usually take a 5 to 10 or less minute break. So let's go ahead and get it in since we're late on it, and then we'll resume when we get back.
Yeah, good job, everybody.
But also, I'm strong AF, so.
All right. Everybody back?
Yep.
All right. If we're all back, then we should be able to continue. Let me see. This guy should be knocked out. All right. Okay. All right. You all stand in this sort of church area, this older church area of Whitmore, as you regather.
Can I use? We have rope, right?
Your inventory, if you have an explorer's pack, then you have 50 feet of hempen rope in it.
I do not. Does anybody have any rope we can bind this guy with?
Lan will step forward and take rope out of his pack and hand it to Fazir. Actually, Lan will just kneel down and bind the guy with his rope.
I'll move out of the way so you can find him.
All right, so Lan will tie him up, and then we'll kind of take a few steps back.
Okay, so he's there, knocked out. You guys are out there. All right, cool.
Once Lan is done tying up the bandit captain, Ezekiel wants to kind of like grab him and drag him over to one of these benches right here, and kind of like throw him into the bench to like sit him down, and like maybe wake him up if possible from like the aggressiveness of the throw that he does. Like down right there to that bench.
You gonna set him up over here on this bench?
Yeah, I'm gonna like throw him into the bench so he sits down on it.
Okay.
Could have just set him down nicely.
Grave robbers don't deserve mercy.
All right, he's he's still out for a moment, so give me a second while I'm doing something over here on the side. And I'll get back to you if you're trying to interrogate him. Okay. All right, he's sitting on the bench. And Taven, okay, Taven, you're back. Okay, great. Hang on, let me step into the kitchen real quick. So he's sitting up on the bench. The rest of you, it's still pretty early in the morning as you're inside this this abandoned sort of rundown old church. As he's sitting across the bench, Ezekiel, what else did you want to do as you sat him up?
I wanted to sit him there and then kind of like move off to the side, like kind of right there. But I want to like hold him against the bench so when he wakes up, he can't really move while he's binded. So like the people that want to ask him questions can ask him. But he's just kind of standing there with his hand on his shoulder, making sure he doesn't try to move anywhere.
Okay. All right, so he's not moving.
Can I message him?
I mean, yeah, you can. He's unconscious, but you can, yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. I'll just message him. Are you the reason why everybody has locked themselves in their basements of these houses or dwellings? Hopefully that snaps them into consciousness.
You wait a moment. He doesn't seem to move.
You know, if this is a church, are there any church mice in the church?
Make a perception check as you look around for small critters. All right, 11. So, so you look around. You don't catch a glimpse of any critters, like scurrying around underneath the boxes or just in the vicinity anywhere, unfortunately.
Aspen's gonna get right up in his face. She's no longer raging, but get off. And just roar as loud as she can, just in his face to wake him up.
Is he faking being awake?
Either way, hopefully this will either
Or asleep?
scare him out of faking or wake him up. One of the others. We'll see. Just want to roar as loud as I can in his face.
You look upon him. He doesn't seem to be faking it. I mean, unless you want to test him in some way to see if he is.
Well, I have an idea. Assuming we want him awake. I'm going to use druidcraft and kind of make the odor of like what are they called, smelling salt, you know, to wake someone up. I will use that, like make that sensation sort of thing.
Okay. Yeah, you can. I would say that you should be able to, yeah, to do that. Why? What are you doing with the Drew craft again? I think it cut out a little bit.
I want to sort of recreate like the smell of like a smelling salt that you would use to wake someone up. I think that's what they're called.
It is.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can do that. I would say you could create that aroma. So yeah, he does, and he sort of jerks like, oh, oh, fuck, and he sort of bends over, holding his ribs. Ugh. So yeah, he jerks awake from the smell. He sort of looks around at you all a little strangely. Would have been easier just to kill me.
It's not too late for that.
Then what are you waiting for? Just look around at you all.
I mean, I don't really have that ability. Someone else here might, but I can't really directly heal anybody.
You trying to do?
Elias, don't you need information about this? I guess courtyard, gravesite.
Sorry, go ahead.
Elias looks over as he's taking a hit from a bowl after he lit it, and he's like, honestly, I just wanted to hear what he had to say, and we could keep moving and make sure we get to the wrapping. I don't actually care what he has to say, but I don't particularly have questions for him, other than why he was seemingly intent on grave robbing this early in the morning. Bandit looks over at Elias and grins. I heard story that there's an artifact from the spirit world somewhere nearby, and we just had to come and see if we could dig some up. Elias smiles. Well, forget that you heard about it, and I think I'll go ahead and take a look at what you may have uncovered so far. And he takes this bag off of the bandit and removes this bag, and he's like, "No, I worked very hard for what I've gotten. This isn't fair, man." The bandit says. Elias smiles. Well, not like you can call the authorities on us. Elias sort of smiles and tosses the bag over to Fazir.
Can I feel if there's anything magical in it or artifacty? Is that a word? We're gonna use this as a word.
Now you're feeling around to it, and actually no, not at all. It's like a satchel in size, just to give you an idea.
Ezekiel is gonna look up at Elias and say, "Anything else you want to ask him?"
Elias shrugs. No, I don't really care. I've got other business.
Um,
Be a shame for all these corpses to be here for the grave tenders, though. Elias says as he steps over some of the bodies.
Once Elias says no, Ezekiel is gonna take his sword, reel back, and aim for the guy's neck and take a swing.
Okay, roll an attack. Roll. All right, you hit. Roll damage. All right, you cut his head clean off. Blood goes squirting over on the side where the sort of the pew is sort of half broken and on the floor, and the body sort of rolls over into the floor, disgustingly.
He's going to wipe the sword with like his forearm to get the blood off, and then he's gonna sheath the sword and he's gonna walk away.
Poor
Okay.
Compass gonna look a little disappointed and be like, I had a question for him, but all right. Was gonna ask him because he talked about eating. I was gonna ask if he ate the people they dug up, if they were gonna sell the things that they found, or if they ate the things that they found. Would have been interesting to know.
Oh, I'm sorry Ezekiel made that decision for you.
Anything interesting from the bag?
No, it doesn't. You don't feel anything shifting around in it.
So there's no way to empty it on this pew or bench?
Yeah, you go to empty it, but nothing falls out. Like you open the lid on the satchel and nothing rolls out of the bag that he retrieved.
I'm just gonna wait 1 minute and identify it.
Okay, you can do that if you want. All right, so identifying it ritually, I assume.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Taven found a tome in that building that he was in and would like to give it to Forcopa.
Okay, she would identify it, see if it's magical at the same time. Fasir's doing that on the satchel. Two birds with one stone kind of thing. It's going on at the same time.
Then he's just gonna give it to her. Start looking through the bodies.
All right, so you're gonna roll an investigation check as you start to loot the dead bodies.
I'm finding nothing.
Yeah, so 3, you shift through and you can see why maybe this group was probably digging up graves of potentially rich folk that retire here in Whitmore, which is unfortunately a thing that you learned happened while you were um, at the festival. You eavesdropped on stuff like that. That's about it, though. You don't really find much among the corpses yourself, Taven.
So then can I not like inspect, but like play around with the big ass shovel and see if I can use it as a weapon? Like, yeah, like taking some practice swings, or if I can like wield it, or if it's too big for my size.
What again?
The big ass shovel that the bandit captain had.
All right, so you notice that even for your size, it's not too heavy for you. You do possess the strength attributes necessary to carry it. However, it is I would say the shovel itself is 2 categories probably larger than you, I would say. It would be very difficult for you to swing. Um, let's see, unless you were to use it two-handed. I mean, if you used it two-handed, you could swing it. It is versatile, but due to its size, the two-handed would be the only way you could potentially use it.
That sounds fun. Yeah, I think it'd be fun to carry around. Just literally something named big ass shovel. Fun. So even though it's big, I'd be able to just carry it around. Because then I can use it two-handedly.
All right. So yeah, I'll add the shovel to your stat sheet
Yeah.
for use. Give me a second. I'm wrapping up one last little tiny little thing. You end up identifying the bag. as a bag of holding. And that's why you don't feel any items stirring around when you shake the bag.
All right, so I'm just gonna ask, who's the most organized person here?
Probably for Kappa, since she helped manage or run a shop.
For a couple, would you like to hold on to this bag of holding? Figure we can use it for the party entire.
Sure. Seems fun.
Here for the bag of holding.
Okay.
Elias, which way should we go for the wrapping or to continue on your guys' quest?
Should be just north here. Once we pass over, well, actually, hang on. He's looking around in the area that you're standing in. Both of the stairways to your left and right, you guys will notice go downwards. And instead of there being a door at the bottom, it seems to sort of curve and go deeper into maybe a basement area, you notice. He says, I think we could potentially go under here. May actually be easier to get to the temple entrance, and we could avoid more distractions and maybe get a more direct route to the wrapping.
All right, who's gonna lead the way? It looks like Lan. By the way, nice to meet you, Lan. Were you busy before the battle?
I sometimes have challenges with walls. I can either get over them like you wouldn't believe, or they're just the greatest obstacles ever known to man or non mankind. And it happened to be the latter before I got here. So it's nice to meet you too. What's your name?
I'm sorry. That's okay. The first time I started learning to climb chimneys, it was kind of hard. But then I got better. So maybe with time, you two will learn the ways of jumping up.
Like this one.
Them up jumps. They can be pretty challenging.
I find if you watch a lot of rabbits, they'll show you the best way to jump.
That or one other thing. I'm gonna go under the stairs.
I usually any rabbits I find, I usually eat them. I can make a pretty mean rabbit stew.
Is that what happened to my friend? There was a friend out there.
Lan's gonna have a toothpick and he's gonna. We did have some rabbit stew last night. I don't know. And he's gonna flick the toothpick and then just keep walking downstairs.
Okay. Well, you guys go first. I'm just gonna hang out.
You're a monster.
Just so you know, I heard a couple things on the way down there, but after you.
Well, maybe if they're rabbits, we'll have some more rabbits too.
A lot of smack talk for a man who can't climb over a wall.
What I get for trying to make friends.
Okay. So Vizier, just as a side note, you look down and it's sort of you see this stone passageway that leads down, lit by this torchlight. You as well, Lan, and you notice that both of these stairwells merge together, and you both will eventually end up funneling into one little sort of hallway, so to speak. You see these faint, eerie lights flickering from below as the stone steps turn and just go beyond your vision as it turns just out of the way. What do you guys want to do? I just wanted to paint the image for those two.
Did anything? Did I figure out anything with the tome that Taven gave me?
The tome.
Yeah.
Let's take a look. Yes, because you casted identify on the tome, correct?
Yeah.
All right, so the tome. Let's see. Wrong tome. Okay, yeah. That tome is not magical. I don't think. Let me see. Let me make sure it's not the wrong one that I'm looking at. Oh, amulet. Nope, no tomes. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so this tome isn't magical. I don't have it marked as looted.
Cool. Can I see what the title is, or just skim it to see what the um, topic of the book is, or what it's about?
Um, you look sort of at the title hinge of it, and it says something about the um. It's like a research textbook about the convergence. And the convergence, just to remind you, which would be common Forlonde knowledge, the convergence is when the vein first emerged within the planet and started creating a weakening between the veil of when the convergence happened, the veil between the spirit world, the demon world, and the material world, the world you're on now, began to rupture in several convergence points throughout Forlonde. Whitmore is one convergence point, for example. That's how they're able to coalesce magic into the Twilight Bell. And everyone in this world channels their magic energy from the vein, which is what caused the convergence, so it's not going anywhere. So a little brief history rundown real quick.
Awesome. Yeah, so poor couple will start following after everybody if we're all going down the stairs, just kind of skimming through and reading little passages, not really paying attention to where they're walking, just trying to keep pace with them.
Much of it you know already just because it's standard, it's general knowledge to the people in the setting, but I'll still sort of narrate to it as if it's your first time, because it is as a player, as you read through it. It's fairly thick too. It's there's quite a bit that went down that was recorded. So you just sort of skim through it as you head down, and you guys begin to make your way. Do you all follow suit down the stairs?
Of course, Lan can go first.
Okay, what about the bag?
Look up
Pork
it has it.
cobbles?
Okay, just making sure. I just want to see who equipped it.
Are we gonna kind of keep track of it last time I was in charge of it, kind of like on the sheet, or keep it separate? I'm good either way, as far as what gets put in it for the time being.
Yeah, just I'll calculate the weight of the stuff in it whenever the issue comes up. I'll just look in it and see what's in it.
Sounds good.
Yeah. All right, that is the bag that the bandit held or had on him.
Is there something that you have to do so I can edit the page to put in things on what's inside it?
Yeah, I'll give you access. Okay, you should have access to it now. So right below the text where it explains what the bag is and how to use it and all that, there's a space that says inventory. Just click edit on the sheet when you pull it up to add stuff to it.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yep, no problem. All right.
I would say Lan will kind of shift to one side and wait for Elias to kind of take the lead. So he'll stay there, standing on the stairs until Elias catches up.
Okay, Elias is making his way down there with you. And you guys begin to sort of descend deeper underneath the sort of abandoned church, and Elias slowly makes his way to the head to lead you guys to the temple. So you begin to follow him.
Yeah.
Okay, so the screen's probably blank, but you are here. So
Where?
what you could do is I'm pinging it. So what you could do is this would be good practice for Pixel Siren as well. Is go to your journal and pull your token, like where your name is under players. Just click and drag soot onto the board and drop the name like right here somewhere, and it'll drop your token down at the appropriate size for the map.
You just click on it and drag it?
Yeah, where your name is over on the right in the journal.
Yeah, it doesn't, like, let me.
It should, like when your cursor highlights it, it should like turn blue.
Yeah, it does. And then click?
Click and drag, yeah, from there and drop it down on the board right here.
That is
I
not
think I
working.
dragged it. I think I dragged it to the wrong spot. So I'm in the very corner
There we
and
go.
can't move.
The same here. I'm stuck in a wall of some sort.
I got it. That was weird.
There you are. There you are. Okay. Hang on. Yeah, you guys are. Yeah, there's lighting barriers there. That's what was messing you up. Are you all fixed now?
Yep. Thank you.
Okay.
Right, Lamb, lead the way.
From the back.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So here's what we'll do. This is technically the start of the dungeon, so let's go ahead and do like we did before. Let's go ahead and get into initiative. That makes the most sense, right? You guys can spend your turns however you wish.
Did anybody need to take like a short rest or anything before we continue on?
I'm all right. How much longer do you think we'll go for?
40 minutes most.
Okay.
Like game time, if that's what you mean. But as far as the dungeon goes, you're not sure. I mean, this would be the. There's only one. This is only one. There's only one floor of this dungeon, if that's what you're asking. So it won't. Depending on how fast you move, that's how long you might go before you need a short rest.
Gotcha.
A short rest is only an hour if you want to stop and take one and recuperate, like regenerate your HP or anything if you've taken damage.
I'm still doing okay.
Push along.
Okay. So let's go ahead and sort. Fazir, you are first as you stare at this sort of the stairs in front of you that the stonework is sort of narrowed into after around an hour and a half of walking and descending. By the way, Elias leads you here and turns and says, "All right, well, I can feel it. The air is thick with the spirit energy. We are close. Be on the lookout for any stray spirits that may be sleeping here at these hours in the morning."
And then I'm going to use my action to dash. And that's my turn.
Okay. All right. Elias is going to make his way up to there. Sienna.
I will cast dancing lights. Could maybe give us a little light.
Okay. Are you able to pull the lights off the journal?
Let me try.
Because that would be pretty cool.
Oh, there it is. Let's see. Do I just drag it? Ah, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna actually 3 this time. Are they shedding the light they're supposed to?
Well, I mean, they're shedding the. If there's any boosting of the one light, let me check their stats real quick.
'Cause that
Yeah,
it's supposed to have some.
Let's see, it's how many feet of bright light? 20?
Let's see. Each light sheds dim light in a 10-foot radius. So I guess not that much.
Okay,
Maybe they're
yeah,
not that
yeah.
bright.
So yeah, they're not terribly bright.
well, they're probably still nice to have anyway. um, I guess let me see how far. I'll cast. I can cast them in like kind of separate areas, right?
Yeah, you can spread
Like
you
to
can
like.
spread them out within the capabilities of the spell. Yeah, you can spread them out.
Yeah, I think I can cast up to 60 feet. No, 120. I was wrong. So I'll just put one there. I'll put one farther up ahead and one just kind of in the middle. So I don't know. At least there's something. It's not a lot, but it makes me feel better. um, I'm gonna move. I think is that an action to cast? It is. Okay, so I can just do my regular. 25, 30. All right. I guess that's all I can do.
Okay. All right, Lan, your turn.
Uh, well, I was just gonna keep walking up the trail. 20, 30, and then help
Oh,
dash.
oh yeah, the darkness isn't reflecting how dark it is. I'll fix that. Keep going.
And then I'll get to right there. That'll be his turn.
All right, Aspen. There you go, Sienna. You should see a better representation of the lighting now.
Okay, so it does a little bit.
Yep. Aspen.
Alright, I'm going skip to move up. And 20, 30, and then dash. 30 more. 10, 27. I guess right, actually not fully dash, but yep, right there.
That's it.
And that's it. Yep, that's it.
All right, Soot. Getting very cold as they descend below ground. What do you want to do?
We're gonna follow suit and tag along with a dash.
Okay. Is that all?
Can I? No. Let's stop there.
All right. So you make your way up, and it's very narrow and eerie as you make your way down here. So it's not much experience underground as well.
No, but it does remind me of a good chimney, and those are
True.
usually fairly safe. Well, for me.
True. You're not feeling claustrophobic, so you do have that to your advantage. You're not. I mean, this is a lot wider than those narrow types of spaces. All right, Ezekiel, your turn.
Okay. 10 or 10, 20, 30. He's going to cast light on his sword again.
Light on the sword, okay, and it should light up 20 feet of bright light, I think.
Yep, and then he's gonna hold it kind of in the air as a, or not in the air, but he's gonna rest it on his shoulder, kind of like a really big torch, as they walk along, so it illuminates the cave.
Okay. You guys see Ezekiel light up his sword, and it starts to glowing. Okay.
That's it.
All right, for Kappa.
She's just gonna be hustling to keep up with everybody.
Yeah, one thing's for sure, you've got plenty of damn light now.
30. Just go like here, squeeze next stab, and then that's it.
All right. Taven, you see the hallway light up as Ezekiel lights up his sword. Um, what do you wish to do? As it sort of,
Wonderful question.
yep.
full of earth, and I'm not sure what to do.
Yeah, you're surrounded by your element, for sure. You can feel the weight, you can feel the mana from the vein flowing within the rock, because you're used to manipulating the vein in order to make it bend.
Yeah, well, at least that's good news. I guess I'm gonna move here and end my turn there.
Taven out of turn order? No. Taven's in turn order for me. Can you guys see each other's health bars, by the way? If not, I need to fix that right now.
I can see Suds, but nobody else's. But Taven has an 18. He should be above Sienna, or between Elias and Sienna. The numbers are right. And he's above Zephyr. I think that's what they're talking about.
He rolled late. That's why he got put at the end of initiative.
Oh, well, let's just sort it. So it's Fazir, Elias, then Taven. So Elias is up here. Then Taven. Taven's right there, yeah. Then it was Sienna. Yeah, he did get out of order, didn't he? Because it was Sienna's turn. Lan, I think you just moved up. Okay, so Ezekiel, Soot. Soot moved up just for a couple. I think it's
Yeah, we should be back at the top of the order with Fazir.
Yep. All right. There
Is
you
there
go.
anything on the roof or on the ceiling?
The building's not that far up. It's roughly 45 feet up or so. And more like earth and stone.
As long as there's no creatures.
Yeah, you don't see any. I mean, it's well lit. The ceiling's well lit, which is why I'm not having you run a check. Your passive is high enough. You can see the ceiling within the area of the light fairly well. There doesn't seem to be any creatures. It's eerily quiet though.
So I'm gonna dash as my action.
And the air is thick.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay, Elias is going to move up. Okay, Taven.
All right, I am going to move there and end my turn.
Tina?
Alright. Guess I'm gonna move my lights a little bit. Got one about there. That one there. Gonna move forward some. 30. Oh wow, you guys are so far ahead. And I'll use my action to dash.
Okay.
Alright, and I'm done.
Okay, Lan.
I keep moving. 20, 30, and then I'm gonna dash 10, 20, 30. And that'll be my turn.
Okay, Aspen.
Okay. I'm gonna move and dash. 10, 20, 30, 10, 20, 30. And that's it.
All right, Ezekiel.
I am also moving and dashing. I'm getting to right there, and that's my turn. I'm
Right.
gonna look behind and motion everyone to hurry up and keep moving.
Okay, Sid.
I'll follow that, and I will go ahead and jump ahead with a dash.
All right. So you guys pick up the pace and start moving into deeper into this area for Kappa.
Just dash to keep up because they're all leaving me behind in the dust.
Yeah, they're moving pretty quick.
20, 30, 40,
You
50.
got to piggyback ride with someone.
Yeah, and then she was gonna like tap on Ezekiel's leg essentially on his arm and be like, can you give me a ride? Seems like that would be easier.
Your uppies do help.
Am I able to do that?
What's your strength score?
Let me check. It's a 14.
Um, yeah.
Okay, then I guess Ezekiel will pick her up and set her on the opposite shoulder of the one he's resting the greatsword on.
Okay, sure. So, yeah, for Kappa, you can hitch a ride on Ezekiel. Very
Awesome.
well.
And that's my turn.
All right, Vizier. We'll just keep it. We'll just keep it like this, Vizier. Initiative-wise, that's fine.
Okay. Just wanted to see if that would change, or it just felt weird.
No, it's okay. It's officially a dungeon, so no.
I'll get here and turn around so it curves to the left. The the hallway curves to the left.
I was about to say, what curves to the left?
Oh my. And then I'll continue around the corner, dashing.
Okay.
Should put me right there, and that will be my turn.
Okay. Elias will make it there, turning the corner as well. Taven.
Alright, I'm gonna dash. And do my turn.
Okay. Sienna.
And gonna move my lights in. 20, 30, 60. Mm, yeah. Alright, and then I'm also going to dash.
Okay.
And I guess I'll be done.
Land, your turn.
Lan is actually going to shift over and he'll look around and say, I'll bring up the rear, and he'll wait for everyone to walk by him. That'll be his turn.
Okay, Aspen.
Okay. I'm gonna, yep, move and dash. 10, 20, 30, 10, 20, 30. If I can count correctly, and that's it.
Okay, Ezekiel.
Ezekiel will move forward, and as he moves forward with Furcup on his shoulder, he'll look down at Lan, and he'll say, "Don't fall too far behind. Stay within the light." And he'll keep moving. 10, 30, right there. And that'll be it.
All right, Soot.
I'm gonna go ahead and move forward and dash and stay with the group.
Okay. For Cuppa.
Forkup is just going to be inspecting Ezekiel's armor. It's like, if we ever have the time or you're interested, can maybe create some like footholds or handhelds, so maybe even like Sook can ride on you on like your back or something. You might have to do some workouts to be able to carry everybody, but we could do it if I could just attach it here, just going on just like a little mini rant, hyper focus of like I could fix your armor to make life easier for me. And that's it.
Ezekiel will chuckle and he'll say, possibly, little one.
Okay, Vizier.
Still nothing on the ceilings?
No, it's around the same height as you just. You notice you're getting deeper though, like it's descending, and straight ahead it seems like part of the flooring, the bridge is out or so. Like looks like part of the flooring is out up ahead.
All right. That. Is there anything around that would look to be like handholds or maybe a rope from the ceiling coming down
Uh,
in the middle of it?
Perception check as you gauge the area to see if there's any traversable way across. You look around and there doesn't seem to be. No. The rocks along the walls do have large enough divots to fit your feet. But the from here you can tell that the rock does look a little smooth, so you're not sure how your grip would be trying to shimmy across from the wall, but you could try it.
Probably do that at the start of the next turn, but I'm just going to dangle my legs over the side here, and that'll be my turn.
All right. Elias calls over to the rest of you. The bridge, this part of the flooring is out up ahead. Just be careful. Okay, he gets to there. Taven.
Alright, I'm on dash. And in my turn.
Okay, Sienna.
All right. Move some lights again. Go in there. Everyone's so crowded right. 5. There. And I'd probably put it there. And dashing then. 5. 30. Okay. And guess I'm good.
Okay, Lamb.
Lan is just going to kind of forget where he is for a second. And being that he's actually still very young, he's gonna take a moment. He's gonna take his cloak and put it dramatically in front of his face like Darkwing Duck and just go, "I am the shadow." And then he's just gonna run up the stairs and catch up with everyone, but drop his cloak before everyone
I
sees
heard
it.
that.
I don't know what you're talking about, Soot. And then that'll be his turn.
You can reply, Soot.
I just said I heard that, but don't eat any more rabbits or I'll tell everyone.
Aspen, go ahead.
Aspen. So start moving. 10, 20, 30. Whoops, I moved a light. Not what I wanted. Ah, there's lights.
Put it back.
I'm trying. I'm just trying to move Aspen. Nope, that's a light. I can't grab Aspen. 1 second. I gotta move Aspen and then I'll move the light back. 10, 20, 30. And then I'll move the light back to where it was. I think it was like right there. There we go. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay,
Got distracted
Ezekiel.
by a light.
Okay. 5, 10, 20, 30. He's going to dash 40, 50, 60 to right there. And then
All right.
he's going to look at Fizir and say, see anything unusual? That'll end his turn.
Okay. Soot.
Forward. That's that. And we're gonna keep up. Cool.
Okay. For Cuppa, as you ride over and sort of get a good glance at the area, what do you want to do?
Just gonna point at him like, that's a really big hole. How does anybody have an idea of getting across? Cause I can't jump it. Someone's gonna
You,
have to.
you can't jump it, but we could throw you.
Yeah, that would work, I guess.
Ezekiel?
Between me and Ezekiel, we could definitely toss or like cheerleader toss, basket toss people across. Our high difference might make it a different weird though.
If she asks me, I'll do it, but I won't do it against her will. So, up to you, little one, if you want to be thrown.
I mean, do you have any other better ideas of getting everybody across?
Elias looks ahead.
I know how I'm getting across.
Elias looks ahead. There's a secret up ahead, and make it a lot shorter. As long as we just have to cross this gap to the next area here, which means I should probably go first. All right, takes a run, and you see him coalesce his spirit energy into his feet as he launches, and it sort of gives him a double jump, and he lands here, slides against the wall there, and stops himself, and then presses in on this runic pattern. This light begins to light up on the wall next to him. Slowly. He looks back to the rest of you as he does this.
I mean, just had an idea. If you, since Elias is over now, maybe Ezekiel can throw me across. Elias can catch me. Or like, I'll tie a piece of rope onto this end. Then you guys throw me over. We'll tie it off on that end, and we can hold on to that to get across, kind of thing. For those who cannot get tossed or jump the distance. Thoughts?
I think it'll work.
If you say so.
Maybe Elias should have a bedroll out to catch you on.
Elias sort of smirks. Ugh, well, Freddy left my bed back at the inn. Didn't think to bring it for the sort of tossing competition we seem to have you in.
Oh, I just realized I have a mage hand that I can cast to tie it off over there, and then when everybody gets across, I can just untie it afterwards. That way nobody has to get thrown. You can just cross it holding onto the rope. Seems like a little bit safer.
I don't know. Might be fun to fly.
If
Ezekiel
we're
will
just
ask.
chatting, can I cross?
You can, yeah.
Ezekiel is gonna ask how thick the rope is, and if it'll support his bulk.
Well, just to demonstrate how I'm getting across, I am going to, how do I say it? Unfurl my fairy wings, which are like hummingbird wings. And I'm going to fly across, but I want to fly across, but I want to look like I'm still walking basically on that thing. Just for kicks and giggles.
Okay.
And that's how I'm getting across.
Okay, we'll just kind of step out of initiative for this bit if you want.
Sure, that works.
Cool.
We're
You
kind
guys
of off
seem to,
game right now.
since you guys all are kind of like lined up, I think it'd be appropriate to leave turn-based mode for this part. So let's just do that. All right, we'll wipe it out, and then roll it when it's applicable. Okay. You guys are faced with this sort of crevice.
I'll ask, do you know what a foot stirrup is when you with your hands? Or Ezekiel, sorry.
Do I know what a foot stirrup is?
That you do with your hands. Like if I run at you and you launch me.
So while they're
Yes,
saying
I do.
that, Tabor would like to take off running. And he would like to step there and command the earth to launch him. So the earth is going to basically like a catapult, and he's going to touch himself and jump.
All right, so the earth bends to you and gives you that spring to jump across. And you easily make it across using that ability. Okay.
Can I use Ezekiel's launching me? Try to jump it.
Sure.
Okay, Ezekiel will cup his hands together and bend down to get ready to assist Vizier in tossing him.
Okay.
What is it?
Let's see. This would be if it's like an assisted throw, athletics with advantage.
From me or from him?
From you since you're throwing him. Okay. It's sufficient enough to get you across, but you just barely land. You almost slip and fall into the cavern that sleeps below. It's very dark as well. But you regain your footing and land there.
Is this another gap right here?
It is, yes. Elias is coalescing this looks like spirit energy into this area on the wall. He looks over and says, "Look, just when you're ready, just touch this, and I'll see you on the other side. I've created a rift. Should make things a lot simpler. I can to make things short as I can see where the spirit energy is in this place, and I've just created sort of a well, you'll see." And he touches it and gets like sort of pulled in through it.
I guess I'll touch it.
All right, Sienna, you reach out and touch it. It pulls you in, and you appear here.
Ezekiel will turn back to Forkapa, Soot, and Aspen, and he'll say, "How are the rest of us getting across then?"
I was just
do-
wondering the same thing.
Just do the same thing. I'll
I mean,
catch everybody.
I have the rope we can tie off for the smaller people. Might need a bunch of rope for you, Ezekiel.
And he can jump and we'll just pull on the rope. He'll tie himself off to
All right.
himself.
So can we agree that we all do that and get across?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll be the last one across.
Yeah, for the sake of brevity, I'd say that you guys have enough teamwork amongst you to make it across that gap. It's not terribly far. If you want to do so for the sake of brevity.
Okay.
Yeah.
That works for me.
Yeah, let's just assume that everyone gets across safely.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
that.
that's I mean, I'll rule it like that because I mean, I didn't intend for this area right here to be like a massive like challenge. But yeah, jumping the gap normally would be, but we'll forego it for the sake of brevity. You all jump the gap and you touch the of course you touch the spirit orb, I assume, or do you just make it across?
Oh, I touch.
Imagine what you go through.
Okay, so you touch it and reappears. Teleported.
I want to touch it.
All right, shoot.
Ezekiel would like to touch the butt as well.
Did anyone get Lan back in the dark there?
Oh no, my bad. I moved him. There you go. Now you're back to where you were.
Bunny eater.
This one's going to be the last one to go and make sure everyone gets through safe enough, at least through this part.
The orb starts to flicker, and you hear Lysa's voice through it. Hurry up!
One touches the orb.
All right. Shoot.
Aspen's going to touch the orb.
All right. And right, maybe 3 seconds after Aspen appears out of it, the spirit energy dissipates into these like firefly-like disintegration. You find yourselves a few walls in. This is Elias turns around and says, "Well, that's a trick I normally use for bypassing some of the longer routes." He looks around. Although it's been some time since I've stepped foot in here, it seems like it's aged another century or so. As Elias looks around, he has to stroll towards the center here and points up. It's through here. The convergence point. He sort of calls back as he echoes when he says that, and he steps up into the room. You guys see this beautifully blue, pulsing room of spirit energy that is tethering itself from a convergence point which the vein created when it was coalesced into Forlonde, and it's just below in the ground below. You peer over and um, you see it being sort of pulled up into this convergence point. And so the wrapping ceremony may commence. Now, the only problem is this is usually our end of session time as you make your way to the convergence point. So this would be a good place to end it before we get into the actual wrapping itself.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yep. So you walk in, you see the spirit, you see raw spirit energy being coalesced into the focal point, the convergence point in front of you, and you see Elias. He sort of looks like he's going over some words to say in to the spirit demon that's going to be he's going to be convincing to rap with you, the shadow entity from the spirit world, in other words. All right, and as you peer along in this cold room with the convergence point, sort of humming with arcane power and pulsing with energy and seeming like it's drawing in everything around it, but in a peaceful and contained way within the spiraling nexus of runes that it's encaged itself in safely. We'll go ahead and call it there until next week.
Hell yeah.
Cool. Thanks,
Awesome.
guys.
Yeah, no, thank you for playing with us. And next week we will proceed with the rest of the dungeon. Yeah, basically,
Looking forward to it.
as you now appear at the convergence point. Major deal. So yeah, good for you. And we'll see what happens to you all uh next session.
Sounds good.
All right.
Excited.
All right, I'm out, y'all. Later.
Everybody have a
Bye,
good
everyone.
week.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Ciao, ciao.